Hello everyone, this is Bob and Threadbare, and welcome back to The Witcher 3.
Looking for Gregor.
You found him? Who are you?
Geralt of Rivia. Dijkstra sent me.
Been expecting someone. Let's take a walk.
Nice job decorating your guard post.
By orders of our gracious and merciful ruler, the good king.
What was their crime?
One on the right's a peller from a village nearby. Gave some bloke the wrong advice. Bloke's mates informed on him. Neighbour held a grudge against the one on the left. Accused him of witchcraft.
Just humans at each other's throats. That's not Radovid's fault.
Who do you think set down the laws that mean folk hanged for such offences?
Seem to have lost all respect for the king. Why serve him?
What am I to do? I was born a Redanian. I won't desert. Besides, I enlisted when Vizimir was still on the throne. Now that was a good king, wise and just. Radovid's something else. He's got war on the brain. And I don't want Redania to look anything like that.
Let's talk. Must know why I'm here.
Take it it's about our cobbler friend. Yeah, he came through here on his way out. Didn't come back though. Patrol went out yesterday, reported an abandoned cart a ways off the road. Aimed to go out there, see if it's his. Couldn't get away.
Thanks. Good enough to start with. Farewell.
Hold on. You got a pass? Won't get back through without one.
Yeah, I got one.
Alright. Good luck.
Thanks. See ya.
So, as you can see, we are following through on the assassination plot. In particular, on Geralt's limited connection to the assassination plot, at least for now. Man, that is a long line. I'm guessing most of them are refugees who have relatives or friends in Redania and think that that's enough to get through.
Yeah, these tariffs.
It's the king who sets them, not me.
But you decide who passes, not Radovid. Perhaps we might reach an understanding, eh?
We could talk it over, I suppose. But all are dry, like this.
I believe I saw that conversation before. Anyway, so we're looking for a cobbler who's actually a spy, and we heard about an overturned wagon.
Cart doesn't look damaged. Strange. Need to look around. Might find something.
Or cart, I guess. Oh, and a bunch of wolves. Come on, wolves. Get closer, I dare ya. Damn it. There. So yeah, as you can tell by the giant shoe,
Signs of a scuffle. Somebody got knocked out. Dragged off.
this is the cart we're looking for.
Wonder where its wearer is.
We are following a trail of shoes now, it seems. How many did the cobbler have on him?
What's he doing here?
Shining it.
Greetings.
Away go with you go. You did pick me.
I can see that. Just wondering how those shoes is wound up here.
Here you did grow. like to mushroom.
Shoes don't sprout from the ground. You see who left them behind here?
Speak no log. Oh, anger gets Og and Pog.
Og and Pog. Those your friends?
Finderinger's great Og Pog. Human finder on big suited cart. Suited big like so.
What did they do to this human?
Og Pog man's cover to take. They're over.
Do you eat him?
Nah, no. Body man's, stringy man's, blah. Oggy make man's suited make. Frog, Pog and Rog suited make.
You even need shoes?
Suited on humans it is. Suited once Og, Pog and Rog. Big lords trollers be. Like humans is.
So long. Troll cave must be nearby.
So this is some weird cargo cult thing where humans have shoes. So if trolls get shoes, then trolls will be more like humans, and thus have some of the power that humans have. And I swear that thing was glowing earlier, but now it's not. I guess there's nothing inside of it, so let's head on into the cave.
Finder, Og Finger Ringer, and you, Couple Ringer, shoes make, no talking.
That was an interesting conversation.
THALER? Should have known. Who better to teach trolls how to cuss?
Carol, my, been bloody years.
This whole
Relax, Og. This bugger's an old friend of mine.
bugger Fred old go. A wheeze in soup throw.
I'd make for an awfully veiny morsel.
Right, true that. Just look at the ploughing bastard. Naught but skin and bones. Well, gentle trolls, high time I travelled on. You, practice what I taught you. Give you a fucking exam next time I come through.
THALER no go. THALER sit. Sit us down. THALER suck cock shoesies make.
I can see you've made friends, but THALER needs to come with me.
Blood know where THALER go. THALER shoeses makes.
But I need him.
THALER's here stay. You shoeses got. Og shoes got not, rug got not, pug got not. THALER shoes make, THALER go.
Now let's all stay calm. THALER will be back. He just needs to come with me. We'll, get some leather for your shoes.
Listen to Geralt. He's telling the plowing truth. Look at your feet. They're fucking mammoth. Need a damn bale of leather to make shoes for them. Understand? Me and Geralt will get some cocksucking leather. Then I'll come back and make your blasted shoes for you.
Shoes pug for, and rug for.
2 pairs for each of you gnarled pricks.
THALER go, but back come must.
Knew you buggers were good mates. Sit tight, be back in a bit. Gotta admit, you have a way with Troll. Ever thought about the children?
Children aren't trolls, and vice versa. Besides, witches are sterile.
Ah, you've not changed a bit. Still tart as rotting rhubarb. Just happened to be passing through? Or did someone send you to find me?
Roach and Dijkstra.
Ah, mean they've not forgotten me. That's nice. Though I am grateful you came to get me, Geralt. Must have a lot on your mind. All those monsters to kill.
Heard you 3 are planning to do some killing of your own.
Huh? I tell you, clowns.
Kinda. Didn't offer any details, though. Maybe you'd be willing. Gesture of gratitude?
Sorry, mate. If they were Mum, I've got to be Mum.
Be that way. How'd you even wind up out here? Nilfgaard-occupied land now.
You saying the black ones have no use for cobblers?
Probably brought their own.
Brought fuck all as I see it. Amateurs in uniform. And you'll not find a better cobbler than THALER anywhere in the north.
Yeah, right.
You doubt me?
You're a spy, and you're working with Roach and Dijkstra now. Doubt you went out there to fix Nilfgaardian boots.
Ah, I see you've thought about this. I admit it. Cobbler acts my cover. Who takes an interest in cobblers? No one. You sit there, doing your work, hammering on that sole, and blokes beside you talk. Bollocks, mostly. But sometimes they say something interesting.
Like?
That's all I'm willing to say.
It's been a while. Fill me in.
Nilfgaard fucking dismantled the Temerian Secret Service in one night. I barely escaped with me life. Proceeded to drown my sorrows till my liver screamed bloody murder.
What do you do now?
Grassroots work. I hang about the area, watching, listening, asking questions, and recruiting new agents.
Life treating you all right?
Bit like a potato beetle. I keep quiet, stay out of trouble, and live on fucking potatoes.
Farewell.
Yeah, I do. Most of the fucking time, thanks. Thanks again, Geralt. I'll take it from here. And I'll be sure to tell Roach and Dijkstra how you buggered Og and his mates sideways. As I see it, they'll be so impressed they'll shit themselves.
So what'll you do now?
What do you mean? Head back to Novigrad. Dijkstra, Roach and I have got a master plan to set in motion.
I'll ask again. Details.
Forgive me, mate, I plough in calm. See, were it just up to me, I'd spill it loud and proud. You're trustworthy like no one else I know. But I'm not on my own, so bloomin' unilateral decisions are out of the question. Trap stays shut, I'm afraid.
Right, gotcha. Tell me, you were a fence in Vizima. How'd you become a cobbler?
Pick the least suspicious profession. The fence thing, shite cover. Pissed too many folk off. I didn't need the attention. It's all about being an innkeep. You meet a lot of folk, you know, tossers mostly, but willing to talk about all sorts of things. Problem is, you're tied down like a mutt on a chain. One and the same yard all the time.
Whereas a cobbler travels everywhere.
Better believe it. Even cobbled together this fancy rolling stall.
Lovely.
Bloody bullseye. I've made a small fortune out of it since the war started. Those pricks in uniform are always marching. Know what happens when their cocksucking boots disintegrate? Their feet bleed, blister up. Not a soldier out there wouldn't sell his mother for a comfy pair of combat boots.
So long, Thaler. And good luck.
Oh, I can bloody use it. Radovid's one crafty all with a clap. But we'll figure a way around that twat. Soon the old bloody North will be blathering about how he got fucked.
Careful it's not also blathering about 3 assassins, drawn and quartered.
Fear not, Geralt. We know what we're doing. Farewell.
So a bit of background. Thaler is also a game-exclusive character. He was introduced in the first game when you went to the Vizima, and like you said, he's a fence.
Did I hear right? Word is you like to play cards.
I like to play, period. Dice, cards, chess. I unwind playing games. You asking because you got fuck all to talk about? Or are you in the mood for a round?
All right, let's play. Just remember, only interested in good cards. Don't want any trash.
You can pick up the trash from innkeepers. But yeah, Thaler figures pretty seriously in the last act of the game. Not the last act, the second act. And, oh, he plays Scoia'tael, that's interesting. Not too interested in playing to his background, and I guess he wants a challenge. I mean, he's starting out strong, that's something. But I also got this thing that I do where I just cycle the hell out of spy cards to get as many as I can. And that's actually a pretty good leader card. Alright, no other spies then. Guess that'll be the end of that. Man, Thaler's going all in on this first round. Okay, 39. I can reduce that to 30. You can do that. Yeah, see if I don't. I've still got a card advantage, even after all of that. And I've got a bunch of resurrection cards, which means that things in my graveyard are not stuck there forever. Oh, and he's got a Geralt of Rivia card. Fun. But yeah, when you first meet Thaler, you think he's just a regular fence, but then it turns out that no, he's not. He's actually working for the government as a spy. And he is a domestic spy rather than a foreign spy, which is more or less what the blue stripes are all about. Well, that's actually a pretty decent choice there. But he's running out of cards. And he played the wrong weather card for that to be useful.
A little is rotting cunt. Know how long it took me to assemble that ploughing deck?
You've been at this for a while. Gotta know some players who are good, and what's more, have good cards.
Been hearing a lot of late about some prick named Lambert. Supposed to have an evil fucking deck. You might know him, actually. He's a witcher.
As a matter of fact, I do. I'll have to go to Skellege before I can get to see him again. Speaking of which, looks like that quest is over. And all the other side quests I have are based in Skellege. Which means the time has finally come. The time has come to leave this map and go to the islands. The time has finally come to actually stick with this quest and not switch to something new. Yeah, the thing about THALER is that he's got two main character features. The first being that he has an absolutely filthy mouth. That hasn't changed between games. And the other thing being that he is a lot smarter than he looks or makes himself out to be.
They ought to never let your kind in, though, regret. I serve the eternal fire.
Alright, and so the reason I picked this slightly out of the way signpost is because it takes me past the blacksmith.
Greetings, Ivy.
Greetings, Geralt.
What do you...
Gonna try and unload some stuff. I've been doing a lot of this off camera, but this time we are getting to see it. And this is why I have been doing most of this stuff off camera. Because there's not much to it. It's just about selling a bunch of crap I don't need. And making sure that the merchant has enough money to buy that crap by getting a bunch of his stuff that I might use at some point in the future. Alright, and since this guy is a master blacksmith, he can create the greater runes. And I got all of the greater rune recipes from
So long.
from the one sorceress before she left. Alright, but with that being done, we've actually got 3 ships to choose from here. But ultimately it all works out the same. Well, now what? I don't even see like a red dot anywhere.
That's a miracle you came back. Bring it on! Bloody pirates.
You captain of this tub?
What's it to you?
I'm Skellege bound. Need to get there.
Start swimming. Islanders, the black ones, all attackers in those waters. No one sails the route these days.
Come on. Clans are ready to deal. Leave you alone if you do. Someone's done it. Gotta have.
Not likely. Except maybe that daft bastard Wolverston from the Atropos. A liar, a thief, and a bugger, that one. He might have parlayed with the sea swine.
Where can I find him?
In a pigsty most times. Others, the Golden Sturgeon. Ask for Flask. Everyone knows him.
And that's why it doesn't matter. You just need to ask a captain to find out which one is willing to get you to Skellege.
ones for Danians. As long as they pay.
Alright, looks like it's in this building here, but I'm not sure where the best door in is.
The fuck in this city. Racial hygiene's as poor as their personal hygiene.
Huh. I think I pressed the alchemy button by accident, but I figured, you know, while I was here. Now, the red greater mutagens, those are the ones that I'm really trying to stockpile here. See, there's a couple of these mutations I still got to buy, and it's mostly the red mutagens that limit my ability to do so. I'm not actually going to use them, but once I get all of them, I'll get another slot to put a skill in. In the meantime, I'm just sticking with Bloodbath. It's just so generally useful.
You, Wolverston, captain of the Atropos?
So you want to know if I'm Atropos, captain of the Wolverston? No fucking clue, mate.
I need to get to Skellege.
My Atropos and me, we're due to sail for Skellege, carrying grain. But that's hush-hush. Got any coin?
Here, that enough?
Hefty sack, like a bull's. When do we sail?
Not sure you're ready. You can barely stand.
Know this, stranger. Captain Wolverston never sails sober. The sea goes one way, Wolverston the other. Makes the rock unbearable. So, ready to set sail?
Let's go.
First, we must drink to the wind, to good fortune, and to the strength of my Atropos. Anchors away.
You got a competent crew at least. Gotta do a proper loading screen here, going to a completely different map. So here's the problem with a place like Skellege. You can arrange for a treaty with one of the clans, but treaties that bind one clan don't bind the rest. And so you find yourself in situations like this, where you've paid off some Skelligans, but then others come to board your ship.
Reefing the sails!
And then a storm comes and you crash into the rocks, because of course. Because facing against a pirate attack wasn't bad enough.
Back off or I'll kill you.
I'm not afeard of dying.
See, I've landed on Ord Skellege.
How you figure that?
You're wearing Clan on Crate colors. Ord Skellege's their island.
On the Atropos, were you?
Yeah, thought the captain had a deal with you.
With us? Meaning who exactly? Might have arranged something with Lugos, but crack? Nay. Clearly should have, though. Outlander ships aren't welcome in these waters. What about you? What do you seek in Skellege, eh?
Agreed to meet a sorceress here. Yennefer of Vengerberg. She's supposed to be on Ord Skellege.
There's a witch at KAER TROLDE. Croc's guest. Could be the one you're meeting.
That scorn I hear in your voice.
You've good ears. Folks say this witch got Croc wrapped around her finger. Orders everyone about. Word is she's vicious at it. But a hag's a hag.
Seen her? Know what the sorceress looks like?
Aye. Wears black and white. If not for her tits, you'd think she was a beached orca. Fact is, even those who see her for a wench would gladly push her out to sea, tits and all.
What's your name?
Steingrim.
Well, Steingrim, I don't like you. In fact, I feel like slapping you.
Go ahead, Drifter. You try.
Okay. Yeah, after insulting Yennefer that much, I'm not gonna just stand for that.
I can take you!
Had enough?
Best finish me now, cause you'll be fucked once I catch my breath.
It was a good fight. That's enough for now.
Know the way to KAER TROLDE?
Expect I'll find it.
Head north, then turn west towards the bay before you come to the bridge. You'll find the Jarl port site today. Your sorceress ought to be there too.
Thanks. So long.
See you're settling in like a ship's run aground.
Wanted to look around. I'd like to know where I've landed.
So yeah, welcome to Skellege, where you can have a pleasant conversation after beating the stuffing out of a guy. And also, there are sirens. Gotta watch out for those. And I was trying to knock her down, but it wasn't working because it wasn't on my quick menu. There we go. Alright, that's that. And I think this is the ship I came in on. Or what's left of it, I should say.
Magic. A place of power.
I accidentally stopped holding the button down. You've got to hold it down the whole time to power up.
Siren Den. Gotta ruin it for them.
This is why I didn't comment on the whole looting corpses thing. Because I'm doing quite a bit of it myself.
That stench.
I brought a siren to me. Or Lamia? Huh. Heard of a lot of things called a lamia, but never a harpy-type creature. Anyway, hadn't looted this yet. But now I have. And by the looks of things, there are more than one ship has wrecked on the rocks around here. There's a ship graveyard, in fact. Not the nice kind of graveyard where they put ships when they're no longer in service. This is a ship graveyard where ships die hard. Of course, I suppose all of the pirate raids don't help either. But for now, we don't have any signposts on this map. Oh, but we do now. And we can actually use that to get right back to Novigrad if we wanted to. But we don't, because I did everything in Novigrad.
If Miretta wants something from the continent, I'll go on a road. Show me what you got from the Isles instead. And you swing an axe.
Come closer, stranger.
The Isles, the very best.
Greetings. Looking to buy?
Show me your wares.
Let's see what they've got around here. Oh, and what they've got are a bunch of guides. Guides that unlock fast travel points on the different isles. They cost 200 apiece, between 100 and 200 looks like, but they are most definitely worth it. Otherwise we'll have to spend a lot of time sailing between the isles, and it is not only a little bit dangerous, it's also very time-consuming. This way, we will not have to consume that time. Just get rid of some of this junk. Stuff I am not going to use, sell, or dismantle. Wait, use or dismantle. I'm gonna sell it. I just did. And hey, we got a battle axe we are not qualified to wield yet. Interesting. Also, looks like we unequipped our bolts for some reason, again. Dimeridium is fairly useful for crafting, so I figured I might as well.
So long.
But of course, to unlock those fast travel points I mentioned earlier, I'm going to have to actually read these Lonesome World guides. In terms of cultural influences, Skellege is this sort of odd mixture of Norse Scandinavian and also Irish. You may have noticed from the accents.
Our last tried to kill that person. Fuck. Monster put luck to him. And our hero fled so fast he lost his cash. Where'd you hear that?
Anyway, this was a productive visit to this odd little stall in the middle of nowhere. And now you can see that we've got at least one fast travel point on all of the major islands on the map. Also, there are plenty of boats we can grab throughout all the different isles. That's also useful.
Brand those swords.
but I prefer me trusty axe.
Swords on his back. What'll they think of next?
Come on, Roach.
Okay, what's all this? Looks like this, basically the Skellege version of random bandits, which are not all that different from other bandits elsewhere in the world. Even drop the same stuff. Just a higher percentage of axes, but otherwise the same stuff. And here we are in Ard Skellege.
I'm the trying.
You were trying
I wonder where they'll...
how they live at the bottom
On the
of the
shore at Larvish.
Who are there?
Fish gaze. You looking for work? Black watch.
We've tuned the post.
Time for the chase. Listen, Witcher. Got us some weird diabling. You know, drowners. Real problem. The kind your silver sword could most certainly solve.
Let me guess. They're tearing your nets, devouring your fish, and attacking the occasional lone boatman or tavern patron who walks home along the shore.
Were that the only harm? Terrors in the bay are meaner than on the continent. They hunt come dusk or dawn. They attack fishermen wielding just oars and warriors alike. Sea tosses them up after. Armor shredded, guts devoured.
Strange. Any witnesses?
Rurik, my apprentice. He was on a boat the MUIRE Diablin attacked. There's Tove, too. Her man was killed. She lives nearby, up a bit. Sorry, none of it comes to mind. Those who see the beasts, meet him, well, they generally don't come back to dry land alive.
Let's talk about my pay first. A bit too modest for my taste.
And we're just showing up and getting jobs here.
That's dear, it is. But could be worth it. All right, I'll pay you what you want.
I'll take the job. Dealt with drowners many times. It'll soon be over. Got my word on that.
Alright, but before we go and do that, we do have some business here in town.
Why can't I play today, Dad?
Got to go to the port. Bid farewell to King Bran. It's not
Who'll be King of Skellege and all?
I know that. But the gods will make sure to be one worthy. One before who there can be no shame to bow our heads. Won't you help a man in need? Maybe he's looking to get hired on a ship. Sorry to trouble you, but I really have no choice.
What is it?
Our ship was wrecked against a rocky shore during the last storm. I've lost everything.
How am I supposed to help?
I haven't even got the coin for the journey home, and with each day's delay, I draw closer to bankruptcy.
Might have guessed you'd come around to coin. So, need a loan? Or is it just alms you're after?
I shall pay you back every last copper, I swear it. You need only call on me at my address in Novigrad.
Can I trust this guy?
Fine, I'll help you. I visit Novigrad often enough. Might stop by, see how business is going.
Thank you. You'll find me in the Port District. My name's Johan Bonner.
See you later then.
At the very least, I can spare the coin, so... Might as well find out.
Wait, you!
Damn, everybody's talking all at once.
amongst the living is but the wink of an eye. What's left when we are gone? How shall we be remembered? Will they speak of us with respect or disdain? Bran was a great man. We shall remember him as a hero.
Guess he's done.
Watch where you step.
Jarl's punished.
By the way, the guy who was shouting Ermion, that's a book character. Although in the books he's most often called Mousak. Not sure where the translation issues come in with that. Yeah, going for the proper Viking funeral here, although from what I understand, Vikings didn't really do this. They buried their lords under giant mounds. They didn't set fire to them out at sea.
You need not do this, child.
I know, but I want to.
But hell, this is an actual Norway. Why not have them do something that only legendary Vikings did?
Tis madness. Such a young lass.
Erna should be the one going. They shared a bed longer.
Silence. 'Tis her decision.
I'm not really explicit about it, but I believe another thing is that Skellege men are allowed to have multiple wives. And his younger wife decided to die with him. There she is.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Nice to see you again. The eulogy.
King Bran of Clan Tuirsech has embarked on his final voyage. At its end, our glorious ancestors await him. Together they will hunt and raid. They will sit round the fire and praise the deeds of ages past. For now, he lives in our hearts. One day, we too shall stand at his side and face the sea together. That will be a good day.
You smell wonderful.
Geralt, we're at a funeral.
You smell wonderful at this funeral.
Skellege is its clans. In times of war, tradition holds the clans unite under the leadership of their king. We've bid Bran farewell. Time to pick his successor who will lead us against the Black Ones. The gates of KAER stand open to all who held Bran of Clan Tuirsech dear. Mead and meat will be plentiful. During the wake, those who believe themselves worthy of the crown will step forth.
Haven't seen each other in 2 years. I want a solitary cottage by the sea. I want to lock myself inside with you. Stay there for a week.
What would we do there for a week?
Got so many ideas.
The one with the rope you use for trophies. That one seems interesting.
Reading my mind again?
What's more, I like what I see.
By the way, that earlier pan across all those faces was foreshadowing.
Did you learn anything in Velen?
Velen. Awful place. Somehow Ciri wound up at the castle of the local ruler, a baron, self-proclaimed. This was after she was injured.
Injured? Was it serious?
Don't think so. Must have recovered because this baron sent her on to Novigrad. Think she was looking for you at the time. These witches Ciri came across, she was lucky to escape them.
Witches?
Creatures more like. Can't say exactly what they are, but they're dangerous. Very. Also ran into an old friend of ours in Velen, Kira.
What on earth is Kira Metz doing in that wasteland?
Hiding from witch hunters. Listen, she told me an elven mage had been there looking for Ciri.
Good. You'll need to tell me more when we have some time.
Been to Novigrad. Ciri was there, looking for a way to lift some curse. She's not there anymore.
You're certain?
Heard it from Dandelion, with no embellishments.
Do you know any more about this curse?
Not much. Ciri ran into some trouble, never finished what she went there to do. I recovered a phylactery. She was looking for a way to enchant it.
I'll look at it later.
How about you? What have you learned?
Something strange happened on Ard Skellege a time ago. A disaster brought about by a burst of magic. Extraordinary, really. Natural anomaly. Never seen anything like it. My intuition tells me Ciri was its cause.
As much as I respect your intuition, Yen, we need something specific. Evidence.
I'd know for certain if I was able to inspect the disaster zone. Unfortunately, Ermion and his druids aren't letting anyone near.
Ermion's head of the Skellige Circle? Haven't seen him since...
Since Ciri was a little girl. I doubt he'll do you any favors, not even for old time's sake.
So why won't Ermion let you inspect the area of the anomaly?
Call it a difference of opinion. A large, loud difference. Look, it's Krach.
Wait, Wolf.
Greetings, Krach.
I shall see you at the wake, and I'll not accept any excuses. I've an important matter to discuss with you.
Guess our solitary hut will have to wait. Crack on crate someone we want on our side. I shall wear black and white for the feast. I count on you to don something complimentary. Something that doesn't reek of 1,000 hunts.
Yen, you know I can't stand new doublets. Just too tight till you break them in.
And just like Krach, I'll not accept any excuses. We're not here to enjoy ourselves. We've matters to resolve and should dress appropriately. I've rented a room at the inn. Took the liberty of laying out some clothes for you there. You ought to go. Choose something. In the meantime, I've something to attend to. We'll meet at the entrance to the feast hall.
Alright. So that's got everything set up for us. Also, the burning ship just sort of disappeared between lines of dialogue. It's a little odd. But yeah, before we've kind of got part of the setup here, but to get the rest of it, we'll have to go speak to Crocon Crate. And Crocon Crate is another book character. He is in fact from the original collection of short stories. He was a potential suitor who eventually went to Dooney. So it's that story. But before we do all of that, I've got a little bit of time left, so I figure I will...
Are you Tove? I was told drowners killed your husband.
Then you were told right. First the sea took my son, and now my man. I'm the only one left. Kavilla, our son, He went out fishing and didn't come back. My man would walk out to the KAER cliffs every day to watch for his boat. I told him he cannot bring him back to life, and that he could die himself. We'd heard about drowners, but he couldn't sit still. Donned his old coat and went. One night, he didn't come home. I fetched me brother, grabbed a torch, and we went looking for him. The MUIRE Diablin, sea fiends. They'd clawed him so bad, I only knew him by his coat.
Small comfort, I know. But the drowner problem will soon end. I promise you that. Farewell.
Yeah, just a little bit of time left before we hit the hour mark, so I figured I would do this instead of continuing with the main plot.
Every man on the continent's so bloodless.
Rurik, right? Heard you were on a boat the drowners attacked.
Aye, I was. With Ulf, my cousin, gathering our crab traps off the KAER cliffs. Ulf was pulling up a line, having a hard time of it. Grand, I thought. Cage has got to be full, it'll be a good haul. Then something tugged back and down. Weren't a blink and Ulf was underwater. Called after him once, twice, thrice. Then the water went red with blood. I smelled something horrid. Rotten, but worse. And the MUIRE Diablin flipped the boat. Don't even know how I made it ashore. Must have had Freyr watching over me.
That, or the monsters had eaten their fill. Thanks for the story.
Alright. So both of them have confirmed that there is a certain location just off the coastline, not too far away from the main settlement here. And if I can just locate where it is, I should be able to track the drowners back to their... Whoa.
Come on.
Sliding horse. Okay.
Another victim.
But yeah. Come on.
That stench. Drowners for sure. Lair must be nearby.
You just follow the scent. We should find the cave they're based. Doesn't look like we've got a choice but to swim for it. And of course, humans can't track scents through water. Not even enhanced humans. But hey, once we get down here, we do have some tracks we can follow instead. That brings us into this cave, presumably. I can only see the feet at this point, so I am just using the mini-map to guide myself. I should really use the cat potions more often.
Stench again. Slime and rotting flesh. More drowners.
Whoops. There we go. Okay. Gotta stay out of the stink clouds. Oh, dang it. Nice. And they got a new charge on my sword. Alright, looks like this is a dead end.
The monster's lair. but definitely not a drowner's. Almost untouched. Hidden for later. Drowners just don't do that. Almost untouched. Hidden for later. Drowners just don't do that.
So there's something more intelligent around here.
On his neck. Crushed larynx. Strangled.
Oh, come on.
Bits of boats, torn sails, lines, sailing decor, you could call it. That stench, the marks on the bodies. This must be a water hag's lair. Got a keen sense of smell. Won't come back while I'm here, unless she coexists with drowners. Maybe I could make an extract from their glands, cover up my scent.
Sounds like a plan. And one we've already done, so we'll use the drowner pheromones I already have from the first game.
That should do it. Now for a place to hide and wait. Behind those boats.
Back in the corner I just explored. Whoops, that's not the right direction. Alright, looks like we've got some more drowned dead to worry about first. Along with Abaya. Damn it. She hit me with mud. We're out of drowner backup, though. Got some pretty good stuff on her, too. Alright. Now we just head back the way we came, having dealt with all of the drowners and the water hag, who doesn't exactly lead them so much as she uses them. I mean, despite their resemblance to humanoids, none of these necrophages are particularly intelligent. More like they are cursed beings inhabiting the bodies of dead humanoids. But looks like we've solved all of those issues. And at this point, all we have to do is head back to Skellege and collect our reward. Of course, we do have to be careful about how we approach the town. It's kind of built down on the side of a cliff. So if you approach from the wrong angle, you will fall onto the city and die. As I almost did just now.
Job's done. Here's the proof.
Now why would I want to see... What the devil's that?
Water hag. An old clever one. She was the danger.
Seen a lot of ugly critters in my life. Morays, lampreys, blobfish. But never nothing like this. Your reward. Well earned, Witcher. Well earned.
Thanks. So long.
I still work with a client who respects you for once. Well, that's it for now. So we'll see more of Skellege next time.
Good one.